welcome back to my channel. So we have, for the first time ever, I've never done gender reveal nails before, so I'm really excited that I got to do some. I've got some medium coffin nails from BT Art Box. I'll leave them linked down below. I love them, they're really good and super affordable as well. So we're just going to go over with the base coat. I have already prepped, removed the shine and filed the free edge, but with the BT Art Box you don't really, there's no like nubbiny plastic nipple on the end of the free edge, so you don't really need to file that much. So I've chosen A734 and 860 from Beetles. The 860 comes in a collection, so you can't unfortunately buy it on its own. But look at the colour, it is a really nice blue colour. Love it. So that is going on the thumb and the ring finger, and it's going to have a cure for, mine takes 1 minute in my lamp, and they're going to have 2 coats. And then the A734, the lovely pink on the index and the ring finger. Again, give it a full cure, and it definitely needs 2 coats. So I'm going to get a 219 from Beetles as well, and that is white, and it's going on the middle finger. 2 coats of that, full cure in between each coat, and I'm going to do that to the other set as well. So they're both done, and we're going to use some lovely, lots and lots of glitter. So I've got some pale pink and some like fuchsia pink dark chunky glitter. This iridescent gorgeous pink glitter. This is like fuchsia and silver all mixed together. And then some lovely pale pink again. And then just some cheap glitter from B&M. So base coat all over that thumb, don't cure it. I'm just getting a fluffy-ish brush, and I'm using the smaller glitter first to put as like the base, so it is shining through a little bit. And I'm only doing like a fade. I want more of it at the tip of the nail and then fading up towards the cuticle. Those 3 pots of glitter, you know, like the little squarish ones, they are in a set. They come, there's 6 in a set, and they're from SHEIN, but they're really nice. So I'm getting some of the ones that are like dark pink with mixed with the silver. I'm just popping some of them on. Like I said, concentrating more at the tip, and then fading it up towards the cuticle. Getting some of those pale pink, baby pink, chunky ones, and then I'll move on to the iridescent. And I love them. They are so nice. I love those ones. And then I will give it a cure. So once it's cured, I'm going to go in again with the base coat, seal everything in, but don't cure that either, because we're going to add some more glitter, because glitter's amazing. So I'm using the chunky hex glitter. This is the set that I used for the bumblebee one last week, and I just use a dotting tool, the tiny dotting tool, to concentrate more of that at the bottom, place them where I need to go. Obviously just a few near the top, and I'm putting the darker one down first, so it's got like depth to it, so to speak, and then I'll put the baby pink one on top. And then I'm going to cure it once I'm happy with the placement, and then I will give it another coat of base coat just because of how bumpy it is, and then obviously cure that as well. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with the little finger, the pinky finger, the pink one. Give it a base coat and then start whacking loads of glitter on. Do the fine glitter first, starting with the darker. Concentrating more along the tip, fading up to the cuticle. Give that a cure, and then another layer of base coat. Don't cure it, and then start putting the bigger, chunkier bits of glitter on. And then once I've cured in those chunky glitters, I will, again, the same as the blue thumbnail with the pink glitter, I'll give it another layer of base gel just to smooth everything out a little bit more, and then I'll cure that. Okay, so for the middle nail, it's similar principle. Base coat, don't cure it, but we're going in with all of the colours of the glitter. So I'm starting with the finer glitter, starting with the dark, so the dark pink, then the light pink, then the dark blues to the light blues. Because there's so much glitter, I cure it, then put another layer of base coat on, and then I go in with the medium chunky glitter, I suppose you could say. Again, start with the dark, go in, gradually build it up with the lighter colours, and then I give that a cure, another layer of base coat, and then I'll go in with the extra chunky glitter from that big long storage pot, I suppose. Again, dark pink, then I'm doing the dark blue, and then I'll do the lighter pink and the lighter blue. Give that a cure, give it a base coat just to smooth everything out. And then once you've cured your base coat, we are actually going to encapsulate this because of how much glitter's on there. You're going to be putting a lot of base coat on. If you just want to do that, you can. Just make sure once you've put your last layer of base coat on, give it a wipe and then give it a file, give it a buff, and then you might be able to get away with not having to encapsulate if that's not your forte. So I'm using the BLUESKY hard gel, and I'm just putting like a little slip layer down first and just coating it all in a really, really thin layer of the gel, just so that when I go and scoop a larger piece up, it kind of floats down itself. It grabs hold of the gel that's on my brush and puts it onto the nail itself. Once you're happy, hold it upside down, make sure it's all in the place you want it to be, and pop it into cure. Then we can go in and file anywhere that needs a file. So I'm doing the thumbnail first. I kind of encapsulated with the base coat, and I've wiped off any sticky layer, and I'm just using a 180 grit file just to file off any bumps, really. Get it all nice and smooth, because obviously with that glitter, there's not many layers of glitter on the thumb and the pinky, but that middle one, that's why we had to encapsulate that one, because there was so much glitter on there. So I did most of my filing off screen because it was an accident, really. I've got some Madame Glam Perfect White on my palette, and I'm getting a really nice thin brush ready to do some lovely writing. This took forever because I am so picky with how I want it to look, and I still don't think I got it how I actually wanted it. But I've got some Perfect White and I'm just loading up my brush, and this middle nail is going to say or, because I want it to say boy or girl. So I mark off where I want the O to be, and then I just fill in the rest, and I use my tiny dotting tool to make 3 dots either side of the O and the R. And then we want the pink one to say boy, so I'll mark where the O is going to be, kind of in the middle. It's going to be at a slant, and we want to try and do like fancy swirly writing. So onto the Y, and I realised there's not much room for the tail of the Y, so I wasn't happy with the way the Y looked, but it's okay, it's pretty cute, I like it. And then we're going to do a big fancy B, capital B, because it's the start of a sentence. The B on the pink reminded me of Barbie. So I was quite happy about that it looked a bit Barbie-ish. And then 3 dots after the B, so it follows onto the or, boy, ... or, joining up the O and the Y, giving it a cure. And then for the blue, we want ... because this is going to be girl. And then I do a lovely big swirly G. And this was definitely the hardest bit to write for me. I'm not sure why, but it just wasn't going to plan. I did the G and then I did the I, then I didn't like the I, so I rubbed it away. I went back in, and then I wasn't happy with the L, and then I wasn't happy with the question mark. But I think I just took a minute, I just took a step back, and I was like, you know what, it's really nice actually. So I just left it because it was. When it comes to painting on joined up letters, joined up words and stuff, I always just do the singular letter all on its own, and then I join it up after once it is done. It's just so much easier to do it that way rather than annoying yourself. Unless you can do it normally, freehand, then you're a genius, because I don't know how to do that. So once you're happy with your writing, give it all a cure. And it's time for a top coat. Probably my favouriteest thing once I've got, you know, like encapsulated glitter and stuff. And then you've buffed it all over and filed it all off and it's all dull. And then you add your top coat and it just, oh, it's amazing. So pretty. Really happy with this set. And obviously this was a set, a custom order. So the other hand you'll see in a sec when I show you what it's like packaged. So this is the left hand. So when you're looking at the lady's left hand, it says boy or girl. And then on the right hand, it will say girl or boy. I've done it like opposite, because if I did the exact same thing and transferred it onto that one, it'll look a little bit weird, because it'll be boy ... and then nothing on the nail next to it. So you'll see in a sec. But this was actually, so the mom, like the mother to be, this is her nail set, and her mother, so the grandma to be, she ordered some as well, ready for their gender reveal baby shower. So I'm actually going to show you those for the next video, and because they're a completely different set and everyone's pregnant at the minute, so why not? So this is them. So you can see on the bottom row, that's going to be the right hand. So if you're looking at it, that's how it would look if she was to show you her nails on the bottom. So it would say boy or girl, girl or boy. And on the top is her left hand. And if she was showing you, it would say girl or boy. So I absolutely loved creating these. I hope you guys loved watching me create them. If you did, let me know in the comment box down below. And if you'd like to see any future, if you have any recommendations or ideas for me to create something, let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for subscribing and watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.